Hello all, Seriously's here, back with some more of the Planet Crafter. We are still on Aqualis, but I have done a little bit of work. We waited on some stuff to come back. I did not empty it yet. Well, I emptied some of them. I did not empty these. We'll grab those. We'll put them away. Yeah, we'll do it ourselves. Look at that. Lots of storage. Stuff and things have moved. Recycling's in the middle with the auto crafter. We have a synthesizer here, and already inside are, yeah, I got one. On the way back, I went and pet every crab I could find and finally found one. So we're gonna do that right away. Boom. We've got our first crab. There's the stats, all the stuff we did. Variant 3, we're gonna try to get spikes, see if that was the one that gives spikes or not. We're gonna plug that in. Let's see. I don't know where stuff goes, but these should all be dumps, and I don't know if we're demanding these anywhere, so let's see if any drones pick them up. Doesn't seem like we're demanding those anywhere yet, but that's okay because we're going to use them to make more drones anyway. So, those go in there, and we go over here. Get out of the way. Also, speaking of get out of the way, I just want to see species 4. Oh, it got out. There we go. Size 5. Alright, good, good. I like that I made a bunch of these size 5. I should be able to collect a bunch of size 5s. It does, however, crowd things a little teeny bit. Alright, after a round of petting, this has got food, this has got food. We don't have the bonus for, we're going to have to work on that. Because we're only at 2.6 TTI, we got to get to 4. Alright, let's plug in our new crab. It is, no, variant 3 is not the spiky crab, but I do like the colors. I will try to reverse those colors. We did, this is color B purple, so that's the same one. We did get a color A purple as well, I think. So I'm going to put that back in. I know, we could have cheated and pet it the second time after replacing it. We can take them out, put them in, pet, take them out. If we want to farm crabs. Huh. Do we want to try farming crabs without going anywhere? Let's give it a try. Where's the species? There, that's the one. Put it in. Ah, oh, hey, they fixed that. So we didn't get another trait just because we took them out, put them in. We could probably, though, save. This has always been very quick to do, which makes it, it's good. Oh yeah, we could do it, but ooh, wow, ooh, we're gonna, all the animals respawn. So they're all gonna get out, and you're gonna have to fight your way through. It's not really a viable way. We would have to get our own shelter to do that. It's not worth the effort. We'll go pet crabs in the wild. Alright, so we're back in here, and we're gonna, hey, we might not be demanding that anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off for a sec. We are going to need more storage in here, so this is going to definitely a storage production room. I also want to do some base building. We're going to play around with our Megadome today while we wait on TTI. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have anywhere specific for animal feed yet. So I'm just going to shove it in there. Traits, I saw it over here. It's full, of course. I'll put that in. I'm not going to make a 4 right now. Excuse me. It is pretty smoky outside. We can't open our windows here overnight, so it might get warm. Okay. Dump you guys in a delivery thing. You're on, whoops, supply everything, perfect. Okay, drones, that's what we emptied this for. Turn you on, we should have most of the stuff. I just want to see how many we can make here. So we're just gonna wait a sec. Actually, while we're waiting, I can keep going and we're gonna check. I always forget what terminal it is. We have 9 total drones, so whatever we make in here, 7? Yeah, we can probably get. So that's 19. I'm gonna stop it after 20. I think 20 is all we need for the moment, and we'll keep the rest. Boom. So now let's check here. Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop it at 20, like I said. How did I? There we go. Everybody busy doing a task, supplying, mostly supplying. What are they supplying? Maybe I misunderstand that, but if they're trying to fill a container that is demanding, say, oh, okay, I see how it works. Okay. They're on their way to a supply, and when they get there, on their way back to the thing that is demanding it, then they're on to demand. Okay. All right. Makes sense. All right, we have a rover. It might get in the way as we try to do this. Now, we have a dome here with nothing in, which is great because I thought I had done some building in here and that we were going to have to remove it all. Oh, yeah, I played around with that instead of putting everything just right back in here where the storage is. Okay, so I'm thinking let's try building in here first before we do anything. But I also want to move everything out one. So yeah, let's see if we can fit our basically biggest room in here. Oh, it snaps to the inside. Oh, it's snapping to the outside of that dome? That's interesting. We might be able to if we could ever place anything closer to us than this. What I would have to do is I'm going to hit F4 and get out of the dome. Yeah, I can technically place it in there. Okay, let's head back inside and play around with some small rooms first. And maybe we can snap some stuff to some stuff. Ooh, we're gonna need more resources. Let's just take all of that. Oh, yeah, smoky, like I said. There's wildfires. I'm not sure where, but the smoke is blowing it into where I live, and it's really, really smoky outside. I hope everyone's having the wildfires is okay. hate to be complaining about smoke, and they're dealing with fire. That could have been a bit closer to us. Okay, for centering purposes, I don't expect this to get perfectly centered, because that's just not how this game works. I think we could get away with one more tick though. Okay. Yeah, over that. Hey, that's pretty good. It must be this side that isn't. Yeah, see, this is off. Nothing is ever centered. Alright, so then we would go like that, snap, and like this snap. That's interesting. That is a gap we could get through. We could put a door on here and we could get in. Okay, but we don't need a room right there, technically. What we need is a snapping point. So let's get out of here again. With F4, we'll build this and there. Okay, we can get rid of that. How does this feel in here? Oops, I don't want to be on delete. There we go. That doesn't feel great in here, I gotta be honest. That is way too huge. So, we'll try this again, but with this, I think, might be a better fit, like literally. And I can just snap it from in here. That's a lot easier. Okay. Because then I want to try to do the same thing. Up a story with, we're gonna need more super alloy, I think. No, that's the one. Water. Iron. Don't think we picked up from this hill yet. Well, you know what? Yeah, alright. The robots will take care of putting it away. Ooh, hello crabs on this island. I didn't realize you guys were so close to home. No sevens. Thanks a lot, guys. We also use some titanium. Let's pick up some of that. Picking it all up. We got room. We have to call this stuff in or delete super alloy for it. And you know what? No thanks. That's it's right here. It's only right here. All the other islands we've been to have very, very little loose materials, basic materials. Alright, so super alloy. Case in point. You must be full. Why are you full? Maybe I don't have a spot for this stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem that we will sort out later between episodes. Alright, that should get us our dome in here. And this is still just proof of concept. I just want to see that this works really well or not. That works perfectly. There's even room on top. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to move all of this, or do I want to live with it like it is? You know what? What I want to do is put a door and take a peek. That's all I can build. It's pretty neat. It's a little bit trippy with all the lines, but that's neat. You know what? Delete that ladder. Let's get out of this first. Where do we come in here? That is also sort of interesting to me, a floating one. Won't let me snap it there, but maybe I can trick it with a glitch. Alright, where's the snap point? There. No, not from that angle. Alright, from over here. There's not a lot of good spots where I can green state it and snap point it, if you know what I mean. Right here at the shadow, that's going to move though. Yeah, it's not snapping easily, and I'm missing it. Alright, that's not going to work too well, but I wanted to see where this ladder or stairs would come down. That would be a minor bit intrusive, but we could get around it the same way as if we had a door. And we could also just hop up like that anyway. We've got a jetpack. We don't even need the stairs. Not bad. I like it. But I was considering putting it above this and moving our Megadome out one. But what would we put in here if it wasn't for a big room? I think we'll leave this for now. I just wanted to experiment a little bit with playing around with building here, because I didn't know how the Megadome worked. Okay. So I don't think this will fit, but let's take a peek. Where is... there we go. No, what's it hitting? Oh, the wall over here. Yeah, easily. Darn, that would be fun. So my idea was to take this dome and move it out by one. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do both things. Alright, I don't have enough space to delete the Megadome, and we need to do that. So we can put stuff away. We aren't useless. We just don't have enough drones to collect everything for us anyway. And, oh yeah, I pet some crap. Where did I get all these from now? I have too many traits as it is. We should just send up a dozen more animal rockets. Okay. Megadome. Living Compartment with dome. I'm going to have to go outside for this. I'm also going to need... And that. Nope. And that. Okay. That should be the whole thing for the mow. So let's build this. I don't think it matters, but we've got an arrow on... Oh yes, it does. That's exactly... That definitely matters. Okay. Yeah, that's where I want it. Perfect. No, we will have to move the drone station. Is there anybody hanging out? No. Alright. Yeah, that works. Drone station can go right here. Where'd it go? Yeah, everything seems to be working. We definitely need more drones though. Hey, not a bad placement. It could have come a little bit forward and a little bit more centered, but perfect. We can go under the stairs here. So we need another one of those domes. Because I still want a dome. Distance. Yeah. Oh, I need the basic materials. Right. Ooh, yeah, what does that cost? There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Cobalt. There we go. That was weird. That should be it for now. Alright, water. Alright. Or beeps again. So, dome. Ground floor snap, please. Right there. Yes. And Megadome. Should be able to snap it, no problem. Now it's one building further out, and we have a second level above our production area. And you might think, that's a bit of an awkward way to get up the stairs. It is. That's why we also grab a door. And we're going to put, if we find more iron, some scaffolding to get out there from our deck here. Deck. It's a starship dock. Okay. Yeah, let's grab some food. Put that away, and let's go pick up a bit of iron. We could order stuff in, but it takes a few minutes to get back, so let's not. Food. I don't think I'm actually demanding it anywhere. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, beans. Okay. I can just take a bean. Turn that on while we're gone. We could use some production, right? Let's wait for a few and switch it out for animals. I'm sure we can fit a couple in there. That should boost production quite a bit. Also, let me see. We have silkworms here. That's silk. Oh yeah, lots. Okay. All right. Needs that spot, huh? We'll free it up this way. There we go. We'll just leave that on for a minute, and let's go demand this stuff over there as we fill it up. Oh, I guess you know what I want to see is the boost that it gives. Right now we have none of that food over there, I don't think. Maybe we do. 100 million with nothing? That seems unlikely. I think the drones might have supplied it straight from that. Wrong thing. No, they did not. So take all of that out, put all of that in. I'm not even demanding the food here. Well, I am now. Boom. You can have that as well. You guys are hungry. Hungry critters. Alright, does that just need to be in the food dispenser? Or do they need to eat it? I would assume they need to eat it. Yeah, nothing has changed yet because they've already eaten. Alright. Where to? Oh yeah, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Yeah, I know, we were just here. But obviously I didn't get it all. Here's me eventually, since I do want to build things nicely here, I'm also going to need a lot of silicon for some fences. Can't build a tropical island resort where your guests can hurt themselves. You would get a lawsuit. Yeah, we're gathering phosphorus. We don't need to pick it up off the ground. We'll leave that for the tourists. Oh, bit of a lag hiccup. All right, let's get back. And yeah, eventually I do think put another dome inside our dome because domeception is funny. And it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, so we should, in theory... Oh, maybe not. I don't know that we're going to be able to snap these. Okay, we can to there. Could I? Yes. Perfect. I mean, it's exactly off-center where I need it to be. Is that going to work for our purposes of connecting with the door? I think it will. I mean, only perfectly. That's even centered. Wow. Alright, that's really cool. So now I would do something like... Oh, yeah, we would need one more there first, if you want this to go off the edge. Yeah, no, I don't want to be able to fall off. Don't have any more. But yeah, something like that. There we go. And then upstairs we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It could maybe... It could maybe be improved. It could be a very, very, very intricate three-way stairway or four-way stairway. No, that would be a bit much. No, that's too much. Not here. Maybe we'll do that on like Selenia when we head back there. Let's see. Have our animals eaten yet? Are we past 115? We're at 180. So yeah, they ate that tier 3. At least some of them did. I think it depends on which animals eat the food or not. So the drones are probably just going to keep filling it up with wheat, unless we tell them not to. But we really don't have production on that going yet. Okay. We did have a lot of explosive powder. What I'm going to change this to is more drones. No supply, please. I would like 5 to get to 25. I know we can have more than a station can fit. I mean, we had 20 running around with no station for a minute or two. Okay. Immediately busy. Okie doke. So, let me check. This... Yeah. I think we also ordered some mutagen. Plankton. Oh yeah, we got a fish collector. I don't think I have any. Well, we'll have to check in every storage then. Or, do I have a blank one? Where even is the mutagens? There we go. Could take them a minute. We'll find it first, to be honest. Yeah, we're not demanding it anywhere. If there's a bunch of random T2s right there. There we go. Alright. So we can do at least 4 if we can find... I'm going to save one. If we can find 3 rods. There we go. Easily. And rockets. Anything good? No, don't need that. No, I'll take all of those. No problemo. Yeah, I'll take my 2s and 3s. And I'll keep the 1s, 4s, and 5s. Hey, thanks drones for bringing those in. I don't know where those were, but I'll take those. I'm going to take some duplicates here for colors. especially black. It's just white. If you do no color, it's the same as black, so it's sort of useless. Yeah, we got a lot of color in black. Let's hit sort, because we got a lot of stuff coming in here. How many did we need? Let's just try 3 rocket. I think we have enough. Oh, no we don't. It's 6 each? Oh yeah, easily. Sploosh. Well, 1 went up. But I think if you're shooting a rocket full of fish and it ends up in the ocean, you did good. 800 million. That's a lot better than 180 million. Happy with that. We're already at 3 TTI. We're going to be done in no time. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. Oh, we need to get to 7? I didn't know that. I thought it was 4. Alright, well, what about unlocks? Yeah, 7 TTI for Quasar Quartz. But we have everything else. Okay. Well, you know what? We did some building. We did a lot of progress. This will finish on its own. We can leave it like this and it will be fine. There's no unlocks from anything specific. The only thing I would like to do is get more crabs. So, we're going to spend the rest of today doing that, going around picking up crab DNA, which is a weird thing to say. But tomorrow, I think we're going to head to Humble. We're going to finally get to our destination. Alright, let's pick a bean. Or even better, a wheat. Give me, you're not done. Perfect fit, excellent. I can put you in here, and the animals will deliver it. Oh, no, I want you. Alright, we're gonna go to spiky crabs first. Actually, we're gonna go to our crab first. No. Then we'll go to nearby crabs. And I don't know what's closest. Oh, yeah, another 7. Excellent. I almost want to make that right away. Let's do it. So we're going to pick variant. Let's see what we got first before we decide what variant we're going to pick. Not 3 is the answer. We're going to pick variant not 3. Size 5, definitely. There's a 3. Get out of here. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to start with 5. Put 3s away. Bioluminescence, pattern, color, and color. Okay. Don't have any A's in that. I'm going to pick that, that, and that. We'll see how black looks. And a pattern. Oh, I don't need that then. Or that. A pattern. Oh, we're going 5. Let's go 5, 5. Ooh, forgot that. It's not always necessary to put in a 10 here, but it can't hurt. Alright. So, variant 5, are you spiky boys? There we go. Yes, you are. Variant 5, so guys. Ooh, I like that. The black claws with purple shell is very nice, especially with the spikes. I mean, that's purple shell too, but look how pale it is compared to the vibrancy of. But it's good to know that the black A color on the crabs makes them very nice black. I wonder what the black B color does. We have some stuff to play with later. Alright. I think we have enough time to head to Spiky Island and back again. Actually, you know what? We're going to shells because there's like 3 or 4 at least different sites of crabs there. And yeah, we're just gonna fly. We've got the latest jetpack. Not significantly faster to rover on the bottom of the ocean. It's fun, but it's not significantly faster. Significantly faster is what we're going to try to do with Humble. Now, it's already made a lot of progress because we've just left it AFK, so to speak, for so long. But we're going to try to finish it real quick. Oh, also, I may have mentioned, if you watch my No Man's Sky stuff and my Planet Crafter stuff, in my weekend mission video, what the schedule was going to be for the week. I've already changed my mind. The bug that was preventing me from progressing No Man's Sky new content does seem to be fixed, even though it was not listed in the patch notes, which is very weird. So I'm going to play around with that. Ooh, hello. Gotta figure out what variant you are. You might just be no variant. Hey, that's great. We're having way better luck finding crabs today. Again, that's the weirdest thing to say. I don't know where we are, because where is my robot? I know it's not on this island. Is it here? We just came from that island. The crabs are right over there. No, this is the satellite dish. Oh, that's the island with our robot. You know, I'm gonna take it. So, one crab site on that island. You can already see these guys. I like the red too. Yeah, even yellow. Like, look how vibrant their claws are. What do you? I guess they're called claws. I don't know. 1, 2. Should be 1, yeah, right here. 3. Seems like there's 4 or 5 at each of them as well. Got a couple of 7s. Alright, they're on this side. So this should be group 4 around this corner here. There they are. Only 2? No, there we go. There's 3. Oh. Oh, hello. We definitely didn't find you guys last time. Nothing to write home about. Alright, the timer says we're done. I said dismiss. Why aren't you listening to me, phone? You're the one we missed. There was a fourth here. Alright, so we got some crabs. We didn't make it to Spiky Island, but we did go to Seashell Island and found 4 distinct sites. There might even be a 5th. There's at least 4. And we found 4 or 5 crabs at each. So lots of attempts. I think this is your best bet for farming crab DNA. And as big as everything looks, it's not that far apart. All these separate islands. By the time you get to one, like we did this one second. No, we can't pet them yet, but I bet we can pet these ones. That's where we'll call it for today. So let's come back tomorrow and start packing for Humble and see how fast we can get that done. Yeah, genetic traits already. Oh, maybe not on all of them. Anyway. Oh, let's not fall. Let's not take falling damage. That's it for today, everybody. Until tomorrow, have a good time.